I want to talk about Kim Kardashian because this story just keeps getting darker, and I actually can't believe the information that has been exposed about her. Right? So, Kim Kardashian had a show that was coming out, and eventually this tape got leaked, and her and Ray J had split up. Every implication on the show, which tracked her finding out that this tape was going to come out, indicated to the masses that her ex-boyfriend, Ray J, leaked it. And she was horrified by it. She cried for years, episode after episode, about how this could possibly be happening to her. And if you were watching this show, as I was when I was younger, you were sympathetic to her. You actually thought to yourself, this is a horrible situation. I mean, she has a right to have sex with her boyfriend, and nobody would want to know that something that was personal to you was then released to the public, and now people are watching her. So you felt sympathetic to her, right? Well, recently, and now this is some 20 years later, I believe, 20 years later, Ray J is watching an episode of her new show, and she again reintroduces the narrative of her as a victim of this sex tape that got released. And Ray J, who is now much older and has a daughter who is able to watch this show and understand that her father potentially did something awful to make a little bit of money, gets very angry. And he begins going on a rant saying, that is not what happened. Actually, Kim Kardashian and I decided to release a sex tape so that she would get publicity and so that it would help her become famous. Wow. That is a shocking allegation, right? This is, again, a woman who is put into our faces every single day by the mainstream media. We view her as a victim. Okay, yeah, she got fame in a weird way, but okay, who could hold that against her? And he is now claiming that she was involved. So this week, her mother, who is Kris Jenner, who you might be familiar with, she manages all of the careers of her daughters, went on to a late night talk show with James Corden, and she decided to take a public lie detector test to determine whether or not it was true that she and her daughter sat down with honchos and released the sex tape so that her daughter could become famous. Here is the clip.
Here we go.
Okay.
Did you help Kim release her sex tape?
It's okay. No. No.
I just want to stop right there. When you're taking a lie detector test, you can't say it's okay, and then answer the question. They'll have to recalibrate the whole thing again. So just by that alone, it's fraudulent. Let's continue.
True. Of course it's true. Of course it's true.
Of course it's true. Of course it's true. This is not a publicity stunt at all. This is...
Here we go.
Okay.
Of course it's true. Of course it's true. This is not a publicity stunt at all. This isn't... I don't want you to think that Kris Jenner called up her PR agents who are so powerful and basically said, we need to get in front of this narrative that we released the tape. Don't know. Of course it's true. This is obviously a lie detector test on a late night talk show. Of course it's true.
Of course it's true.
Except it's not. So her doing this obvious, almost a stand-up routine. It's a mockery. It should insult your intelligence to believe that she actually took a lie detector test and determined the results live. So Ray J hears about this, he watches this, and he becomes infuriated. And he goes on Instagram.
Got 400,000, just like I got 400,000. We signed the contract the same day. You got the same contract I got, except guess what? You rushed me to sign the contract because your mama was rushing me to sign it. So guess what you did? You signed my deliverables in your handwriting, right? Because you was rushing me. So you signed my deliverables. Kim Kardashian got her handwriting and her fingerprints all over my contract. When you look at the two, when you look at my signature and you look at her signature on my deliverables, say sex tape number 1, sex tape number 2, and guess what? The third sex tape or the second they've been trying to play me on called Santa Barbara Sex. Her mama made us go shoot it for safety. She watched the mother and said, hey, We're going to go with the first one because the first one is better. It gives my daughter a better look than the second one that I made y'all go do. But you watched it and made a decision. And then you get on whatever show you was on and take a lie detector test with a fraud.
I mean, all I can say to that is, wow. Wow. Indisputable, by the way. He's also dropped the handwriting of Kim Kardashian, the 3, I'm holding it up right now, the 3 sex tapes that her and her mother and him decided to choose between. Her mother was so involved. Did you hear him? She was so involved in the details. She wanted to pick which sex tape to release. And then she went to her friends and she sat down with the honchos and she sold her daughter's body for fame. Ray J explains, and you can go and you can find these clips online, that this is why they did it. It was the trend. Release a sex tape and you will get some fame. You know, I suppose it started with Pamela and Tommy. Paris Hilton did something similar. And Kim Kardashian and Ray J decided that this would be a good thing to bolster her career, and she went for it. There are really no words that can adequately describe how positively disgusted I am by this story and what this signifies for in terms of the world that we are in today. What this really means, that a mother sat down and decided to sell her daughter's body for fame and money, and she was successful, right? But there are two things here that we need to remember. Not only did she do it, not only should we be completely disgusted by the idea that a mother, I just had a daughter, that a mother would sit down and watch various tapes of her daughter having sex with a boyfriend out of wedlock, and then say, let's sell this tape. This is the best one. You look the best in this tape. This will make you the most famous. Not only is that disgusting, but then that her plan worked. Kim Kardashian is a billionaire today. And she's, by the way, still selling sex. I now hold the opinion that Kim Kardashian is a prostitute. And I'm not going to edit this opinion. Kim Kardashian is a prostitute. Her mother is a pimp. Worse than a prostitute, Kim Kardashian is a corpse. She's a body without a soul. She is so emblematic of the society that we live in today. That if you are willing to degrade yourself, if you are willing to denigrate yourself, then our society, our American society, will give you more, right? How much are you willing to show us of your body? How much are you willing to give us of your daughter's body? That is the price of fame, and she did it.
I don't always agree with Candace Owens, but well done, Candace. Well done, Candace. This was nothing but the truth. It's disgusting. I'm just going to say it. It's just disgusting. This is the way our society, the way our world is now. This is prime example of what we hold dear. What profits a man if he gains the world and loses his soul? Or what will a man exchange for his soul? And we see it live here on TV. The Kardashians. What was a mother willing to do for fame and fortune? It was to prostitute her daughter. That's just what prostitution is. Sorry. I'm sorry. And to watch it back, disgusting. Kris Jenner, disgusting. This is just disgusting. I just want to know, where are the white liberal women at that follow this family and praise this family and uplift this family? Because if a man did this to his daughter, you know what? I ain't gonna say it. Say it, Peter. If a man did this to his daughter, we will see all the white liberal women coming with pitchforks, social media pitchforks, and cancel culture behind them. And that's what they will be doing. But instead, this is Kim Kardashian. So I get it. It's another woman. This is Kim Kardashian, so I get it. So it's another woman. So I guess this is the woman code, and it's okay for women to prostitute their daughters, not men. Men can't do that to their daughters to get fame and fortune. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. These are the double standards we live in. We all should know this. But to call this out the way you doing it, Candace, I ain't going to say this often. But I'm going to say it when it's due. Well done, Candace. Well done. That's just nasty, Kris Jenner. That's nasty. Oh. Look at your daughter's sex tape and then prostitute her out and try to for fame and fortune. Oh, disgusting. This is me pushing back and saying we will not hold up the bad behavior in our society. We will shun it. Because if this was a man, once again, I ain't got to say it again. If it was a man, we already know what would happen. Where y'all at, white women? Where y'all at, white liberal women? This is okay to y'all? Or y'all just gonna be passively quiet and hopefully this dies over? And then continue watching the Kardashians. Till we meet again.